Theravada Buddhism focuses on one's own personal cultivation, while Mahayana Buddhism advocates for the universal salvation of all beings, helping others on their path to enlightenment. In other words, Theravada aims to liberate only oneself, not others, whereas Mahayana aims to liberate all sentient beings. In Theravada, one must become a monk or nun to practice. In Mahayana, one can practice as a layperson, upasaka, upasika. Adhering to less stringent precepts, Theravada holds that ordinary people cannot become Buddhas. They can only aspire to become Arhats. Mahayana, however, believes that everyone has the potential to become a Buddha and introduce the compassionate figure of the Bodhisattva. Click the plus sign to follow this account for more exciting content. After the passing of Shakyamuni Buddha, a schism occurred within the Buddhist community. The newly emerging schools call themselves Mahayana, the great vehicle, while they refer to the earlier, more traditional schools as Hinayana, the lesser vehicle, also known as Theravada, way of the elders. Theravada focuses primarily on one's own personal cultivation and liberation. Mahayana, in contrast, emphasizes the universal salvation of all beings, actively helping others on their path. This is the core distinction. Theravada focuses on liberating oneself, Mahayana on liberating all sentient beings. A key practical difference lies in the path of practice. Theravada traditionally requires ordination as a monk or nun for serious practice, renouncing lay life. Mahayana allows for practice as a layperson, upasaka, upasika, who can follow a modified, less strict set of precepts while living at home. Furthermore, their goals differ significantly. Theravada teaches that ordinary beings cannot attain Buddhahood. The highest achievable state for a practitioner is becoming an Arhat, a worthy one. In this view, there is only one Buddha per world age, with Shakyamuni being the Buddha of our age. Mahayana, however, proclaims that all sentient beings possess Buddha nature and can ultimately become Buddhas. It also introduced the figure of the Bodhisattva, a being motivated by great compassion who, having attained the stage of enlightenment where Buddhahood is possible, voluntarily postpones their own final entry into nirvana to help all other beings achieve liberation first. This is the origin of the Bodhisattva path, Bodhisattvayana, a core Mahayana practice. The main differences between Mahayana and Theravada can be summarized as follows. Mahayana Buddhism emphasizes compassion, wisdom, and altruism. It holds that all beings are equal and deserving of salvation. It advocates for the state of selflessness, purifying the mind, and developing wisdom through practice. Mahayana focuses on the Bodhisattva path, using learning, practice, and compassion to help all beings overcome suffering and afflictions, ultimately realizing true happiness and wisdom. It strongly emphasizes caring for and helping others, aiming for the well-being of all humanity. Theravada Buddhism primarily focuses on individual liberation and personal transcendence. It stresses the importance of self-awakening and personal cultivation, advocating for few desires and contentment to achieve inner peace and wisdom. Theravada emphasizes the practice of meditation, samadhi, and wisdom prajna, purifying the mind by eliminating inner attachments and cravings. Additionally, Theravada's extremely strict self-discipline regarding material possessions, such as the rule against handling money, viewing wealth as an obstacle to personal practice, made it difficult to maintain large monastic institutions, contributing to its eventual decline in many parts of Asia. In contrast, Mahayana adopted a more flexible and pragmatic approach to economic matters. It permits the reasonable use of money, not opposing wealth itself, but only the attachment and craving for it, viewing material goods as tools. This altruistic approach, using resources to further the Dharma, facilitated the growth of its influence and institutional scale. In summary, Mahayana and Theravada exhibit significant differences in their goals and methods of practice. The former emphasizes compassion, wisdom, and altruism, pursuing the welfare of all beings. The latter focuses more on personal cultivation and individual transcendence. I am Wu Huaiyu, a PhD from the Chinese Academy of Sciences and a postdoctoral fellow from Peking University and the founder of AI Philosophy. For more detailed information, please refer to the complete version of this book. In addition to this short video, you can also click on my avatar to view more long videos.